I need to fill up my water first. It is Easter Sunday. Welcome. This is kind of a little catch-up of what's been going on the past couple weeks since I posted the last video, which went up today. Filmed that video 2 weeks ago from around today, and then I edited it, and then I uploaded it, and then I forgot about it, but then I rewatched it, and I'm like, wow, a lot's gone on. I referred to having to come down south to get my pan for boiling, and I ended up not coming down south and then going back up to come back down south because we got 3 feet of snow. Yeah, so I was stuck up there for a couple days in a camper with 6 ducks and a dog with 3 feet of snow. And then Keenan's parents left to go to Hawaii, and my parents were leaving to go to Jamaica, so I had to come down here where I am to watch their dogs. That happened, so I haven't been able to boil any sap. Weatherman's calling for a nor'easter this week, so it looks like we're gonna get another foot of snow. And we were gonna start building our duck house, our quack shack. And now there's a bunch of snow and we're calling for more snow. So I have 6 5-week-old ducks in my parents' basement right now with a pool. Yeah. Let's talk. This is our current duck situation. And these ducks have made a nest and dumped over that water, but they are growing. Last video, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's just kind of filling you in on some things. I answered some questions. I was planning on coming down south during that video. Obviously didn't. Got 3 feet of snow. And then while we were trapped that day with so much snow, my parents called me. Hold on, I gotta get a new battery for this camera because it's gonna die. New battery. So my parents called me. They told me that they were smelling something very bad in the basement. Well, mind you, I had the ducks in the basement before that, so I was like, maybe it's like a trash bag I have down there with some duck poop in it? I don't know, remove the trash bag. Remove the trash bag. Still smelling something really bad. So my dad came downstairs, and over here, he could smell something stronger, and he got over here to where I have my freezers, and one of my freezers shit the bed. In that freezer contained all of my bear grease that I had to render and sell for my small online business. It had 2 bear hides, and it had multiple coyote hides, multiple beaver hides, a beaver tail, fish, and I lost it all. I lost everything. I'll insert some clips here.
Ghostbusters, we call them.
But why do we have to call him? Because there's nasty
Show me Troy.
carcasses in the broken freezer.
They're not carcasses. There's no carcass in there.
Look, carcass.
Miss Iron Guts, he called you.
Yeah, he called you Iron Guts. Have Miss Iron Guts come. I am videoing for you.
All right out of there.
Miss Iron Guts.
But luckily my mom's friend, he works for a company where he has a respirator mask and the whole get up, and he was able to come over with that and clean the freezer out of all of the rotting parts. I'm just up north, hours away, stuck in a snowstorm, and I'm just video chatting with my family who's trying to deal with my freezer problem that's stinking up their whole house. When my dad looked at it, he said it was plugged in fine and the lights were on. Like it looked as if it was fine, like any other freezers do, and it just wasn't cooling. yeah, that was a very, very hard pill to swallow. And I knew that they were obviously going to be going on vacation and I was going to be here for this week with no other work to do. So I was going to render all of that down, get tons of jars made up. I was going to make some more soap, lip balm, start on a lotion, and just like that, my whole business was just done. It was done until this bear season. And I shared that on my Instagram story. I was very appalled and upset and beside myself because it was kind of like my house had burned down. You know, you lose all of this valuable stuff that you can't get back. Like, I had plans for those bear hides to be mounted and to be in our home and, like, you know, honor the hunt that I had with them, my first white patch sow, and just gone. And part of me just needed to know that it was done for and gone. So I made my parents video chat with me, and they put me up to the window as the freezer was outside, and my parents' friend Troy was taking stuff out, and I made him open up both bags that the hides were in and just see if the hide slipped, and he like just pulled out clumps of hair and skin, so we knew that there was no saving them. And it just really freaking sucked. I posted all of that stuff on my Instagram stories, sharing that I lost so much stuff, and I was kind of just like devastated. There was thoughts of contacting different butchers to see if they would have any bear fat from any spring bear hunts. The thing in Maine is that we don't spring bear hunt, but the Indian Territory does. People that go and hunt bear there in the spring will still bring their bears to specific butchers that are in our area. So I was like, that could work, but you know, who really wants bear fat in the spring after they've been hibernating and, you know, their bodies have been using that stored fat all winter. And I know we didn't have a crazy winter, but they still are using it, so they probably don't have that much. And then I got a message on Instagram, and I just started crying. This couple reached out to me that had a surplus of bear fat from their last bear, and they really had no plans for it, and they wanted to give it to me. And it just, like, the feeling of someone wanting to give you something that is such a value to you that you get income from, it just made me extremely emotional. Like, there are good people out there and people do good things, and it's why I absolutely love the state of Maine and where I live. Is everybody's so nice and kind and always out there to help each other, and it's a thing we're known for here in Maine. But I was beside myself. So I want to just give like a huge shout out to this couple. They own a small business called Allagash Antlers, and they go out and shed hunt with their dogs, and they make dog chews with antlers, which is an amazing treat for a dog. The stuff within an antler, it's a bone essentially, is so good for dogs. It's better than the plasticky nylon chews that you give them, and the rubber and all that stuff that they're like biting off and ingesting. Moose antlers are a great source for dogs. I have two. I found this one a couple years ago. The dogs have put a nice lovely dent in it, and then, you know, as this couple is giving me a surplus of product that I need to continue on my small business, they also gave me a moose muncher chew for my dog from their business. And I was just like beside myself. Mav obviously loves it and turned it into a dagger. Mavy-Dabby-Doo, would you like your bone? Oh, did you come pick up your other bone? Sorry, Mama took it away from you. So, I don't care if you click out of this video or not watch the rest of this video, go check out Allagash Antlers and their business and their online store and what they have for sale. Go check those guys out, because what they did for me was beyond what I could do for them just mentioning their business. Like, I kept saying to them that I feel indebted to them for doing this for me, and I just feel like there's no way to pay them back. Obviously, I'm going to send them a whole ton of product once I get it made up so that they can try their own fat from their own bear. But go check them out. Just click, I will put their website down below in my description box. Go on Google, type in Allagash Antlers. It'll pop up. They're amazing. So thankful. So thankful for them. Now that I've lost to the bear fat and I have gotten more bear fat, I'm going to take the time this week to render it all down, get it into jars, see what I have, and then go from there on making soaps, making lip balm, and I have started making lotion that looks like this. I don't want to spill it. So, throughout the remainder of this video, if you're still here with us, we are going to render bear fat. That's kind of my intro here to let you know what's gone on, what's now happening, and what we're getting into. Cut. Action. It's 6:50 a.m. I'm usually not up this early, and that is because of dogs. And so I got up and I let them out, and then one of them just decided he wanted to run off. And then I had to go find him at 6 a.m. in my slippers. It was a great morning walk. I'm gonna let this bear grease sit in the sink for a little bit. I like to grind it frozen, essentially, but it needs to be a little, workable. I'm going to attempt to prank my parents because it's April Fool's Day, but I'm so tired. Oh, it's like 6 a.m. where they are. Let's see if they answer.
Hey.
Hi.
Wait a minute. Let me get you. Hi.
Hi, so I woke up this morning. You're welcome. And I let your fucking dog out, and he ran off. So I had to walk down the fucking road to find him. So I found him over at the neighbor's house, and he has like blood all over him. And it looks like another dog like attacked him or something. So I have him outside because he's all bloody. I don't know if you want me to bring him to the vet, or if you want me to, I don't know, he may need stitches. I don't know.
Is he hurt?
He's laying down in the garage with blood all over him.
Can you go show me him?
Yeah. April Fools! She hung up on me. Okay, it's now 10 a.m. I have bathed the ducks, cleaned their bin, pranked my parents and my boyfriend phenomenally. And I just cleaned the sink out. So I put the fat in the fridge so it would stay cool, but it is at the perfect point now to grind it. So I'm gonna get my grinder set up, get all the crock pots out, and grind it up, chuck it in the crock pot, and just hang out for the day and stir it. Wow, that was the quickest I've ever grinded and got fat into the crock pots because it was all packaged and cut up. It was phenomenal. It is 11, 11 over there, make a wish. But I have to get it to temperature of 225. And then I go through a filtering process that's very extensive. So it'll get filtered at least 2 times. I can get it filtered like 4 times as well. So,
What's up?
nothing. What do you need? So it's currently 8:30, 8:40 at night, and bear grease is still going. I'm like 10 degrees off, so I probably another 40 minutes. I'm exhausted, but obviously I have to take care of this bear grease, so I'm hoping it goes smoothly. We're still bubbling. I'll update you when we get there. I can't believe I just did that. I don't need it filled to the brim. Oh my god. Alright, well, we're just gonna do it really quick. We're just gonna bring it over there so freaking quick. We're just gonna do it really quick. Just don't even think about it. Just 1, 2, 3, and go. Why are you dumb today, Emily? Why have you been so dumb? Pot fillers are great. Look how cool my pot filler is. My pot filler fills my pot up. Yeah. So you guys know how you watch like cooking shows and they just like have their shit together and they have like a system and they make everything look so goddamn easy? That is not me, and it never will be me. I still don't have a system for this. I've been doing it for 3-4 years now. I don't even remember. And this worked for me when I rendered a couple months ago, and so we're doing it again. I basically have a funnel and I taped it right on the side so it stays, and then I have these two bamboo skewers that hold the other side up and in place. And what I'm going to do is put another piece of cheesecloth in this, and then it has a filter in it, and so that's my 2 filters. So it's filtering on the cheesecloth and it's filtering into the little filter, and then it's all going to get poured into this, and then from here it's going to get filtered again into the jar. It's finally there. It's 10:49 p.m. So the big crock pot just hit 225. It is an exciting thing. So 225 is the magic number. I learned how to do this, and I started doing this when I watched Clay Newcomb from Meat Eater do this and how he did it and what he boiled to, and I read the whole article and I followed along, and that's just how I've done it and stuck to it, and it's worked phenomenal. So you want to boil or render to 225. So I take this, I dip it into the crock pot, I pour into this until this is filled. As this gets filled with cracklings and all the extra like meats and fats and stuff that are in there, I will take this out, dump it, and put a new one in. Now, I highly recommend putting a towel down. I am so tired. I recommend trying to keep your area as clean as possible because bear grease lingers forever. I can see footprints all over this floor because I've stepped in it, and it's just bear grease lingers forever. This part's always been so difficult for me because I am such a freak about not wasting and getting every last drop. So I'm very meticulous. See that spilling right there? That drives me crazy. I want that. Peace. It is nearing 1 o'clock. Don't mind the dirtiness of all of this. I'll deal with it tomorrow. Here's step 1. You gotta render the bear grease first before you can make anything with it. So maybe in my next video I will show you how I make my lip balm, how I've been making my lotion, which is still very new, and how I make my soap. So yeah, I'm going to bed.